In the small town of Wintervale, nestled between snow-covered hills, Christmas was supposed to be a time of joy and celebration. However, this particular year brought a chilling twist that would forever stain the holiday season for the unsuspecting residents. The story began on a snowy Christmas Eve when the townsfolk gathered at the community center for the annual Christmas party. Laughter echoed through the air as children played, adults mingled, and carolers sang festive tunes. Unbeknownst to them, a deranged figure lurked in the shadows, waiting to unleash a nightmarish twist on their holiday cheer. Madeline, a reclusive woman with a troubled past, had long been an outcast in Wintervale. Her weathered face and sunken eyes hinted at a life filled with hardship and despair. In her twisted mind, she believed that bringing fear to the town would somehow alleviate the pain that gnawed at her soul. Dressed in a blood-stained Santa Claus suit that she had salvaged from a dusty attic, Madeline clutched a gleaming knife tightly in her hands. The faux fur lining of the costume seemed to absorb the darkness that enveloped her. Her matted hair protruded from the edges of the crimson hat, framing her face like a sinister halo. As the clock struck midnight, Madeline emerged from the shadows, a ghostly presence in the dimly lit streets. The first house she targeted belonged to the Jenkins family, known for their extravagant Christmas decorations. Madeline crept up to their front door, her heavy breath escaping in frosty clouds. With a manic grin, she kicked the door open, sending Christmas ornaments crashing to the ground. The startled Jenkins family awoke to the sight of Madeline, her eyes burning with madness. The room flickered with the glow of festive lights as she advanced, knife glinting in the darkness. "Surprise, my little elves!" Madeline cackled, her voice a haunting melody. The family huddled together, terror etched across their faces. The children whimpered as their parents tried to shield them from the nightmare before them. Madeline's dark humor echoed through the house as she recited twisted versions of familiar Christmas carols. The festive atmosphere warped into a macabre scene as she danced maniacally around the living room, leaving destruction in her wake. The town was gripped by fear as Madeline continued her sinister spree, each house she invaded succumbing to chaos and dread. The once joyous streets of Wintervale transformed into a nightmarish tableau, with the deranged woman in the Santa Claus suit as its malevolent conductor. News of Madeline's rampage spread like wildfire, and panic consumed the townspeople. The local authorities, led by Sheriff Daniels, scrambled to apprehend the unhinged intruder. Yet, Madeline remained one step ahead, her dark laughter echoing through the snowy landscape. As the night wore on, a strange realization dawned on the townsfolk. Despite the horror that Madeline wrought, there was an eerie undertone of dark humor in her actions. The juxtaposition of the holiday season and her deranged antics created a disturbing, almost surreal atmosphere that twisted the very essence of Christmas. Finally, as the first light of dawn broke over Wintervale, Madeline vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a town scarred by the haunting memory of that fateful Christmas Eve. The aftermath was a chilling reminder that even in the most festive moments, darkness could descend, shattering the illusion of safety and joy. Wintervale would never be the same, and the echoes of Madeline's malevolence would linger like a ghostly specter, forever haunting the Christmas memories of those who survived that harrowing night.